Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to K-pop world. There are moments that words can't describe. Moments that silence the noise, make time feel like it stands still. Today, we're bringing you into an incident that may have lasted only a few seconds, but shook the hearts of tens of millions. Not because of a glamorous stage, not because of awards or applause, but because of something far more human, an encounter the world never expected, but hearts had quietly waited for. It all started with silence. That hospital had become the center of countless speculations. For the past few weeks, the public kept asking, where is Wang Yibo? Why had he disappeared from the spotlight? Some said he was simply taking a break. Others, in quiet corners of their minds, feared something deeper. There was no certainty, no official statement, but worry always finds a way to grow. In every hush, the fans stood. Outside the hospital, they waited, under the heat, in the cold, in doubt, but also in hope. Hope that hung on a single name, Wang Yibo. No one truly knew what was happening behind those white hospital walls. Not the media, not fellow artists, but the public sensed it. Something was being fought inside. Something unspoken, yet heavy in the air. Yibo was struggling. Against what? No one knew for sure. But he hadn't shown up, and his silence only made people more afraid. Then, the door opened. Late afternoon. A fan's digital watch read 4:42 p.m. as hospital staff moved slightly differently. The VIP entrance to the hospital slowly creaked open. A tall man pushed a wheelchair, his figure covered by a black hoodie and a mask, but his eyes, those eyes, were unmistakable. Xiao Zhan. Some fans hesitated, but it only took a few seconds before everyone realized. It was really him. And in the wheelchair he pushed, sat Wang Yibo. No words, no announcement, just slow steps, the sound of rolling wheels, and a hand guiding in silence. And yet, in that very silence, emotion exploded uncontrollably. People screamed. Some cried. Others froze, staring in disbelief that what they were seeing was real, something they had only dared imagine. A young fan fell to the ground, covering her face in tears. A grown man, holding a camera, let it drop to the pavement. His eyes never left the two figures slowly fading into the light. Someone managed to record that moment. A video, only 17 seconds long, spread faster than anyone could have predicted. In less than an hour, social media worldwide was paralyzed. The keywords Wang Yibo, Xiao Zhan, and leaving the hospital trended simultaneously in more than 5 countries. But none of that compared to something far bigger, emotion. In that video, there was a tiny moment not everyone noticed. Before moving the wheelchair forward, Xiao Zhan leaned down slightly. He touched Yibo's shoulder, patted it gently, then nodded. And although Yibo's body looked weak, his face showed one thing: relief. As if saying, I'm still here. I never left. The world once believed the two had grown apart. That between them was nothing but the fading shadow of a shared past. But that day, they appeared together. Not on a stage, not at a press conference, but in the most silent and human place possible. A hospital. A place where someone chooses to show up, not as a public figure, but as someone who cares. No words were needed. No clarification. The moment spoke for itself. Interestingly, even now, neither Wang Yibo's nor Xiao Zhan's management has issued any official statement. But an insider from the hospital staff revealed that Xiao Zhan had quietly visited Yibo several times. He never asked for special treatment. When offered a celebrity-only entrance, he declined. He simply said, I'm just an old friend. I just want to make sure he's okay. Another source said Xiao Zhan once sat silently outside the recovery room for more than 2 hours, barely speaking, occasionally checking his phone, then lowering his head again. A nurse mentioned, I didn't know who he was. But the way he looked at that door, there was real worry. Some staff even cried when they finally saw Yibo leave with Xiao Zhan. A doctor remarked, I've worked for decades, but this is the first time I've seen a connection that deep between two people the world only knows through screens. What many people didn't know is that just days before that moment, there were whispers that Yibo's condition had worsened. One journalist posted a cryptic tweet. There's light in a dark room. Pray for someone you once admired. Now, after what happened, everyone knows who he meant. And now the question is, why was it Xiao Zhan who came? Why was he the one guiding Yibo out? Where were all the others who should have been there? The answer may never come in an official statement. But many fans believe there's something more than just a professional relationship between them. It doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be brotherhood, but a bond that can't be explained in words, only felt through how they show up for each other. And now, with everything viral, the world is waiting. Will they appear together again? Was this just a one-time moment, or the beginning of something new? Can the public accept the fact that behind all the fame and spotlight, these two individuals protect each other in the quiet? Today, that 17-second clip has already been watched over 50 million times. Comments flood every post from every corner of the world, but none of them can fully explain the feeling that rises in your chest when you see them. Because this isn't just celebrity news. This is a story of loyalty, of being there at someone's most vulnerable, of how one person can be a light in a hospital hallway when everyone else chooses to step back. And if you ask, what will happen next? We don't know either, but we do know one thing. This story isn't over. You, who watched the video. You, who cried without knowing why. You, who felt relieved, even though you're not part of their lives. Maybe, just maybe, you too are longing for something to believe in. Something simple. Something real. That day, Wang Yibo left the hospital. Xiao Zhan was the one who walked with him, and the world paused just to witness it. And now we want to know, what did you feel when you saw them together again? Do you think it was just coincidence? Or is there a deeper story still waiting to be told? Leave your thoughts in the comments. We'll be following this story just for you. See you in the next video, only on Kpop World.